Oh, we are back, baby. Look, I'm going to say it right now. We are going to get top four. We might even win the season off that win. Woohoo! All right, welcome back to American Blues Podcast. Let's talk about Chelsea Wolves 6-2. Did I overreact at the beginning? Probably. But you know what? I haven't felt this good after a win in a really long time. Probably since the win against United last season, which was just the best feeling of all last season. But man, what a day. What a win. What an amazing weekend. United dropping points. Newcastle dropping points. Unfortunately, Arsenal not dropping points. But, you know, it is what it is. I think this was a statement win. Great. It was absolutely needed after that loss against City. We needed the 3 points, and we got it with style. So, starting lineup. Initially, I was a little bit confused why Lavia wasn't starting, especially since he was rested. But then I heard he has a hamstring injury, so that's kind of a disappointment. He's going to be out for a while, unfortunately. But, man, I would love to see him back soon because what a classy player. And with Caicedo going out injured too, that suddenly leaves us from 2 defensive midfielders to none. So that's a little concerning going forward. But let's go through the game real quick. First goal came super early. Corner, Jackson back post. Clinical finish with his head. Great. And then, of course, Jackson being Jackson, I think he celebrated in front of the Wolves fans and then started a fight, which kind of continued throughout the rest of the game. But, you know, that's just kind of the player he is. And at least he avoided giving himself a yellow the whole game. That was pretty impressive. And then second goal. My goodness, what an incredible pass by Sanchez. I don't like him as our starting goalie, but you know what? Credits due where credits due. He had a great look, perfect pass at the Jackson. Jackson hit it one time, looping ball over to Palmer, and Palmer hit it first time, looping ball again over the goalie. What a finish. What a finish. And then second half, man, the goals just piled on. Madueke got 3 goals. It kind of came all in a similar way, which is Palmer playing as that right-sided 8. Perfect, absolute perfect position for him. He got 3 assists, easy assists too. Just get the ball, progressive forward to Madueke, who, I mean, credit to Madueke. We all know he has a shot with his left, but today, I think every goal was from his right foot, which is if he can get that right foot as consistent as his left, man, I think we have one of the best wingers in the league at that point. I don't think he's there yet, but credit to him. My only gripe against him was he's so predictable. He always cuts on his left, but today he showed, man, if he could shoot with his right consistently like that, and they were all really good shots. You know, one was through the leg, second one was through the leg, third one was just power, you know, through the goalie's legs. So 3 great shots, hit with power, precision. Yeah, just fantastic. Couldn't be happier for him. And then Palmer, first time 3 assists since Fabregas in 2016. What a player we have. And he, of course, got his trademark ridiculous goal. It's just Palmer. And apart from that, I mean, Palmer is incredible. I don't understand. He's not the fastest, but positionally, he's incredible in that right side of 8 position. And his pressing is unbelievable. Man, he's like a weird one-man press without having to even work that hard. He just has perfect timing. And I think his like really long, lanky legs really catches defenders by surprise. So good on him. And then what a great return for João Felix to come back and score a goal, I think within like 10 minutes of being on the pitch. It was actually really interesting, the position that he took up, which was right behind Palmer. So Palmer played as the 9, and then João Felix played more as the link-up, kind of like the second striker or number 10 role, which I think is actually perfect for him since he's not really a striker, but he is technically one of the best really in the world. And his best is to get the ball and progressive forward. So it was a Palmer to Neto, and you see exactly why Neto playing on the left is just so much better than Mudryk. Perfect positioning, perfect cross, And then João Felix, great finish into the top corner. No chance by the goalie. And then by that point, I mean, the game was like already way done. So we had a few more counterattacks. Could have been, 7 or 8 goals that completely broke down from just like horrendous final third passing by Gusto and João Felix. But at that point, like, I don't think anybody cared. The Wolves pretty much stopped trying. So fantastic game. So overall positives, I think number one, I have to shout out Sanchez. I think apart from one crazy pass, I mean, he always has one in him. He was really solid, really strong at cross collection. Just doing what a goalie needs to do, which is stop shots, come out for crosses, be strong in the air, and really good distribution from that one goal to Jackson. Wow. Good on you, man. If you keep playing like that, for sure, keep starting. Like I said, I'm still nervous from his minimal of one crazy pass that ends up with a goal scoring chance, but that's okay. If he plays like this, I'm okay with it. And then another positive, Enzo. I thought Enzo had the best game he's had in a while. He was played in a perfect position, not too far forward. He's not a scorer. Don't expect Enzo to score, but a little bit further behind where he was receiving the ball and just spraying it everywhere, to the center, to the right. I mean, just so many good passes, especially out to Madueke. Yeah, Enzo was fantastic. He didn't lose the ball all that much. Great on him. Another big shout out, of course, where he talked about Cole Palmer. My goodness, what a player. I honestly think he deserves a number 10 way more than Mudryk does. Like, I don't know why Mudryk is still wearing 10, to be honest. It's a new season. Just give Palmer the 10, please. Like, he's clearly our best player and our most important. And then last but not least, Madueke, incredible game, assist, all on his weaker foot. This is what we need from him. Game to game to game. Train hard during the week so you can start. And then if you keep doing this, wow. What a player we have. And his one-on-one is already ridiculous. It's just that his decision-making in the final third has been a little suspect recently. But games like today, you see just what a talented player he can be. And then finally, a big shout out to the manager and the team overall. Like, we finally have an identity. Like, when you look at this team, you know how we're going to set up, how we're going to play, who the playmakers are, where the triangles are going to be, how we're going to progress the ball forward, who our runners are going to be in the box. Like, everything makes sense. We finally look like a team. Holy shit. It's only taken 3 seasons to have some form of identity and patterns of play that's just not like people running around with their heads cut off and expecting Cole Palmer to do everything. Oh, I've been waiting so long for this. But if this is any indication, like, from a new manager to have this identity in just 2 months, actually less than 2 months of being with the team, Moresca, man, kudos to you. Fantastic job. Just keep this going forward, and I think, we're looking dangerous. We're looking good. Some negatives, of course. Every game has negatives, especially in the first half when it was so back and forth. We would score a goal, they would score a goal, we would go ahead, they would tie it up. Like, craziness. Number one, like, defensive errors. Like, obviously this team still needs time to cut those out, but I think what will help is to have a consistent defense going forward. I think very clearly Cucurella, Colwell, Fofana, and either Gusto or Jackson, that's going to be our starting back lineup in the back. And I think the more they play together, the more comfortable they'll get. There were still a few very silly mistakes today, people not doing their tracking, and like Caicedo giving away the ball for just being lazy in the middle and setting up a good counterattack for the Wolves that they scored on for the second goal. Those things can be cut out with time, And then another big thing was, this is the second game in a row now where on set pieces, we've looked a little suspect, and Enzo's been marking their striker. Dude, we were supposed to get a really good set piece manager. Why the hell is Enzo marking usually the tallest player on the other team? It makes no sense. Like, he was marking Holland against City, and today he was marking whoever that Wolves striker was. I can't remember his name. Makes no sense. I don't understand. I don't really enjoy seeing that. It's gonna come back and bite us in the ass at some point in the season when Enzo just gets persistently outjumped or outmuscled. I don't think that's a good use for him. So hopefully there either A is a reason to that's beyond me, or 2, we need to fix that soon. Another big negative. I'm sorry, Mudryk. Like, what did he do the first half? Nothing. He had one carry where he hit a stupid pass, and then the rest of the time he just kept losing the ball. He was in the right position. You could tell, like, on attacks, like, people just don't want to pass to Mudryk. Like, it's essentially like not having a left wing when he's on the field. It's craziness. I was so happy. Like, at halftime, I was yelling at the TV for Maresca to bring on Neto and play him instead of Mudryk. And thank God he did that. And you could immediately see the difference on that left side of actually having a wing that can do something. So honestly, like, Mudryk's had enough time. Like, his time at the club to me is done. It was done probably 6 months ago. I don't know why we keep dragging him on. I don't know why he wears a number 10. He needs to go. He needs to sit on the bench or just not even be on the bench. Like, we have plenty of players. I'm pretty sure Tyreek George is better than Mudryk. So just play Tyreek George and just say, Mudryk, sorry, man, you're just not cutting it. Move on. Another negative, which I already talked about slightly earlier, which is that Caicedo looked like he got injured near the end of the game. That's clearly not good with Caicedo out, Lavia out for a while. Oof, man, I hope we have come up with some solutions in midfield, because we loaned out Ugochukwu, who is looking like we kind of needed him at the moment. But, you know, good thing is we have so many players that somebody has to be able to play in that middle part and just focus on defending. So I don't know. We'll see how that's like going forward. But yeah, overall, what a fantastic game. I love watching how we play now. We actually have patterns of play. You know, when we get the ball, we're going to be dangerous. We break with pace. We're not just a team that focus on pressing and transition. Like, we actually have good buildup from defense to midfield to attack, and it's smooth and it's fast, and we don't wait for defenses to just get set up and play horseshoe football for like 30 minutes waiting for something to happen. Like, this is everything I've wanted to see from this team for so long now. You know what? It feels good. It feels amazing. So I can't wait to see what all the pundits who have just been shitting on Chelsea for years now, what are they going to say after this game? I bet you they'll just say Wolves had a really bad day and they gave up, and they'll barely talk about how good we look. But, you know, that's life as a Chelsea fan. Got just cut out all that noise, have the team focus on itself, and we got to support the team and the players. And I think we're starting to see something really special with this team. So can't wait for the next game. Servette. See you guys after that one. Peace.